Hi guys, in this episode of the Nostalgia Trip, I'm gonna be continuing with my reactions to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 2012 series. Currently we are on Season 4, Episode 23, Tokka vs. the World, and Episode 24, Tale of Tiger Claw. So those two seem to be very much filler episodes, which I'm not happy about, but at least for one of those two episodes, I'm actually kind of excited. That being the Tokka vs. the World episode, because I'm pretty sure this is the episode with Toka that I had actually seen when it aired on TV, and like I actually watched it. Although I'm not again 100% sure because I have some conflicting memories about this episode and that episode, so it might not be the case. I might have seen the other episode, but the point is, I know this is going to be an interesting episode, so I'm excited about this one. As for the other one, Tale of Tiger Claw, it's obviously going to be about Tiger Claw, but I'm curious what about Tiger Claw are we going to be learning or focusing on that we don't know already. So I'm curious to see what that one's going to be about. But we are definitely at the end of this season, so if these two episodes are very much filler, then I expect like I think I said in one of the previous Nostalgia Trip episodes, that the big thing is going to happen in episode 25, and then it's going to be a battle in episode 26. And yeah, today I'm also going to be starting my reactions to season 5, so that's going to be very exciting. But again, before we get into my reaction to these two episodes, as usual, I want to remind you that you can get a full-length version of these reactions over on my Patreon, or my Coffee account, where by subscribing at the specific tier I've created for it, you get full access to all of the full-length reactions that I have made up till this point, which almost all episodes of TMNT 2012. Will include almost all episodes of Fullmetal Alchemist 2003 and almost all episodes of Generator Rex. And going forward, it's pretty much going to include all episodes of any show that I react to. And I say almost all because, if you didn't know, I started doing these full-length reactions at the beginning of TMNT 2012, but it was like 2 or 3 episodes in before I started doing it because people started asking for it. But yeah, I think that's everything I have to say before we get into the reactions, so I guess let's just go into it in 3, 2, 1. Aww! Chompy!
It's Action Kick Unicorn Man and Jerkface Bradford versus Chompy the Great in the battle for Paris.
Aww, he's so cute!
Special tickle attack!
He's cuter than Slash, I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah! We want to play too! Mikey? We're training.
And the Earth Protection Force have reported that a giant alien turtle is flying through our solar system. Its destination? Earth. I'd say pack your bags and head for the mountains, but who knows where this terrifying terrapin is going to make its horrifying home.
God damn it, what's with the transliteration? Terrifying terrapin.
Classy, New York.
Chompy, your mama's alive! And she's coming to find you!
Yeah, and she could tear through the entire planet searching for him, even if she means well!
Well, that's easy. We just give Chompy back to her and she leaves.
What if Toka is so ticked off she destroys Earth anyway?
Let's hope she's not.
Through a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Casey is right.
I am?
Yes.
I am?
You. I think this creature will not be pleased.
For once
if
he
we
is.
relinquish young Chompy without a fight.
And there will be a fight.
That's gonna be interesting. Wait, what? Bishop? Is that you?
Status report on the alien tortoise. And where is Agent Bishop?
What?
Captain Griffin. That monster is only a few hours away. Can't you ask your Utron pals to loan us some weapons?
No, we have already.
He actually works for the APF! What?
To stand on its own. However, it is imperative you do not attack the creature.
What? Why?
She is one of the 6 great monsters of the known universe. Attacking her will only
Yes,
bring-
I love this. Now this is more like Bishop that I know.
Toka does not travel across multiple galaxies simply to destroy a world. She is coming here for a reason, and I intend to find out what that reason is.
Now that's the Bishop I know I love.
I'm sorry, little guy.
Wait, why are we at the TCRI? How is the TCRI still a thing? Yeah. I was wondering when that scene was gonna show up.
Security.
Oh, it's much better if you've seen the movie though. Which I've seen that scene from the movie, but I haven't watched the movie. I will watch it for the channel at some point this year though.
Vigilante on the front lines. A superhero.
Probably for the anniversary since I started my YouTube channel.
Already.
What? I bet you they're worried we're gonna mess up the mission.
Oops.
Missed it by that much.
You think they noticed?
Yeah,
It's a possibility.
it's a possibility. Oh man, this show has become so funny.
I have become ambassador to Earth and am instructing the EPF on alien matters.
Hell yeah, he is.
Their defenses.
That's my bishop.
Guess you know all about Toka.
Indeed. You visited Toka's homeworld of Magdomar. Do you have any idea why she would be coming here?
Maybe for this little guy?
What have you done? Do you know the catastrophe you brought upon this planet?
No.
Look, we thought Chompy's mom was destroyed by a supernova, pal. That's why we brought him home with us.
Clearly, you're too juvenile to be trusted.
Just give us a
Fuck
stealth
you,
ship so we can
Bishop.
return him before she gets here.
No, the EPF and I will handle it. Now give me
When?
the
Why did you
fucking
suddenly become the fucking
before
asshole
I
from the
get
2003 series though?
You are not touching him.
I was liking you, but now I fucking hate you. Look at this shit though. Look how good this looks. Oh my god. This is so cool.
I warned them. Have they not listened to a single word the Ultron have said?
No. Have you met humans before, Bishop?
Physical force will not stop Toka.
Bishop, listen to us.
This is our fault. Let us fix it.
We do have more experience with a Vorkathian fire turtle than anyone else on Earth.
You make a good point, Donatello. It is imperative to appeal to Toka without confrontation. It may be Earth's only chance. Go quickly.
This is like flipping Cloverfield, which is the best kaiju movie ever, and I'm not gonna hear any of it for anybody who disagrees. Hey, finally a different street in New York. Also, of course, this has to be a giant space turtle. Aww. He's happy to see his mommy.
Toka probably has no idea Chompy is with us.
How do you know for sure?
Probably the wall of fire she's breathing at us.
Ooh. Hell yeah!
I warned them not to engage her. Order your units.
Toka! It's Chompy! He's your baby! I was just trying to take care of him. I didn't know.
Holy chalupa! Please don't eat us. Please don't eat us!
We thought you were gone. I thought Chompy was an orphan.
Aww.
Come on, Raph, hurry!
It's time to go back to your mom, Chompy. I love you, little guy. I couldn't say it before, but you know you're my little buddy. Goodbye, Chompy Picasso.
They call him Picasso.
Troops, stand ready.
Is she gonna leave it with him? Oh.
Really? You want Chompy to stay here with me? Thank you, Toka. I swear I'll take really good care of him. Chompy.
That really hit me. That really hit me in the feels, man. I guess it's because of all the pets that I've had.
Treaty with Dimension X is over. The EPM is meant to protect mankind.
It's because of all the pets that I've had over the years and how many I've lost. Or some that I've even had to give away.
High three!
Raphael, have you thought about what will happen when Chompy grows to full size? The Earth may not be big enough to contain him.
I think Chompy is destined to go back to the stars one day. But it's gonna be a long time before that happens. Right, little fella? Ow!
Oh, fuck me, man. Is this the first time I've cried in a reaction? I think it might be. But man, Ralph's relationship with Chompy really gets me, man. He's so cute and he's so innocent, and how much he loves it. How much Ralph loves Chompy is just so nice, and I relate to that a lot. Like, I love cats. I'm a big cat person. I have so many cats. I've had so many cats. All the cats that I have right now, which is like 13 plus, are all descended from one little kitty that was given to me by my cousin on my dad's side, I don't know, 10, 12 years ago? Even more so, maybe. And I love them all so much. The day that cat died, or at least I found out that she died, I cried my eyes out. And I've even lost the main descendant of that cat. And it just hits me right in the feels, having to lose that pet that you love so much. And even talking about it makes me want to cry. It just hits way too close to home. But yeah, this was a nice episode. Very surprisingly emotional, to be honest. I definitely did not expect to be this emotional. And for this to be the first time I actually cried in a nostalgia trip episode. But yeah, it did hit me. It was definitely an enjoyable episode. It might have been not the most exciting or the most funny, but it definitely gave me a lot of emotions, and I guess that's all we need for an episode. I definitely liked it. This is the kind of filler episodes that I can tolerate, because they dealt with something that was already, like, the consequences of something that happened earlier. It's kind of like how the 2003 series used to do stuff, where it would have a story for an episode or a couple of episodes, and it would forget about it until the next season when we go back and continue that story. It's kind of like that with this, because we weren't sure whether Toka died or not, and I'm pretty sure they didn't show her necessarily dying, and I obviously knew she was going to come back because I remember that this episode happened. But I didn't remember the ending of it necessarily. Like, I had an idea of where it was going to go, but I wasn't sure. So there's that. But yeah, it was a nice and emotional episode, and I really, really enjoyed this one. It was a fun episode. In terms of a reaction, I think I'm going to go, honestly, with like a 9.6 out of 10. It was a solid 9.6. I really enjoyed it. I feel like certain stuff, like certain moments in the episode, could have either been omitted or done in a different way, because I don't understand why Mikey and Casey had to be captured. That kind of felt like just filler for the episode. So I would have rather not had that, although I guess it did show Casey as somewhat competent, more than usual at least, so I enjoyed that about it. But yeah, overall, a really fun and sad episode. But I really, really enjoyed it. And I guess can't wait to continue with the next episode, Tale of Tiger Claw. So, without further ado, let's get into that one. In 3, 2... Man, now that I think about it, it was never explained to us about how Tiger Claw came to be.
I sense something.
How did he become a
Something I've
cat?
not felt in many
Did he
years.
mutate like everybody else?
With kitty cat man. Maybe OTC been hitting that catnip too much. Say up, kitty cat.
Wait, what is happening?
The one who took my tail has finally come for me.
Oh, this is literally an episode about Tiger Claw. That is gonna be focusing on Tiger Claw. Interesting. What the fuck am I watching, man? What am I watching right now? What the fuck? What was this?
Oh no, missile!
What? Sonic?
Casey, unknown fast.
What the hell are you doing here, Sonic?
Wow! Donnie, April, lock on my T-phone signal and get over here now!
How many vehicles do you guys have?
How about some tunes?
I thought some of them were
Mixtape.
destroyed.
Oh, that is funky fresh beats. Listen to this. Rhino rock steady. Error represent.
Will you two morons be quiet?
You all good in the mutant hood, Tiger Claw?
Just drive. And shut up.
That's it!
Filthy normal.
Uh-oh. No! Oh, now you're fucked. Took your time, Rob, by the way.
He's here. I don't think so. Casey,
He's gonna choke
may
on that
sound
pizza.
weird, but your aura, it's just all kinds of wrong.
Okay, this is some Final Destination shit.
I don't believe in curses. Sure, the ancient Chinese
Stop
spirits,
being like this, Casey. For once, admit that you're a dumbass.
We were children. A portal opened in our small village, and thinking it was a
Oh, we're
magic
actually
door.
learning how he has become a fucking tiger.
The Krang mutated and experimented on us. But after many months of hardships, we escaped through a portal back to Earth.
Oh.
We were monsters now. We could
Aw.
not return home, and so we fled. We found refuge in a circus sideshow.
Man, this would have been a really cool episode to actually watch with this backstory.
Skills were much too valuable. Soon we became top-level assassins in the criminal underworld. We were notorious and feared.
Well, I know what's gonna be the thumbnail for this video.
Turned on me and tried to kill me, but only ended up cutting off my tail. Although she escaped, I was certain the wounds I inflicted upon her were far too grave for her to survive. I was wrong. She believes that I destroyed her life. She must have spent years searching for me. But now, it is I that will have vengeance.
Okay, I can definitely see why you guys like Tiger Claw now. Knowing this backstory definitely makes him already so much more interesting. Man, she's quick. Daisy. don't understand why she just doesn't try to cut everybody.
What is going on? That's what we want to know. Talk. I'm on a mission to destroy the one mutant who ruined my life.
Man, I love April being OP, but not too OP.
Brother? It's his fault we were mutated, and then he turned us to a life of crime. He made me do terrible things to people.
Alopex, our sensei once told us, revenge just leads to more pain.
I know how you fight, Alopex. I taught you how. Remember?
I know the truth about our parents. You were responsible. You took everyone away from me.
Oh shit. Oh, they really planned that shit out. Kevin McAllister style.
You're the only family I have left. Walk away from your wicked path, or next time, there is no mercy.
Come on, Tiger
You've been
Claw.
warned.
Do the right thing. Really? Really?
Holy chalupa!
Never forget. I could.
What did she do? Did she cut his arm off, or did she just cut his arm? Oh my god!
Hurry, TC. We'll get you all fixed up. Oh, man, that's nasty, y'all.
Dudes, they're getting away! Let him go. Tiger Claw will never forget this lesson.
No shit, he
Never be able
won't!
to clap again.
Come on, team. Let's go home.
Wow! I'm actually shocked they showed it. Holy fuck. Okay, I'm definitely gonna struggle picking out a thumbnail for this episode because both of the episodes I feel like have made a certain type of impact that usually makes me choose what to put in the thumbnail for the video. But for this one, I can't decide whether I want to put Chompy's mom on the thumbnail because of the fact that it actually made me cry, or do I want to fucking put Tiger Claw and Alopex on the thumbnail because it is a really cool backstory and because of this freaking moment at the end here where she cuts off his arm and they actually show it. Like, what the hell? When did the TMNT 2012 series die and it was reborn as the 2003 series? Damn! Man, if this show had this kind of shit right off the bat, I would be so much more into it in the first season, man. It's a shame that it took until season 4 to get this good. I mean, season 3 was great, but like, it's really interesting how it very much follows in 2003's footsteps, where it gets better with each season, culminating with season 4, which is really good. And then season 5, we'll see whether it's gonna follow the footsteps of season 5 of the 2003 series, but it still in a way suffered the same fate where there was a lot of meddling into the production of the episodes for season 5, which is why if I haven't mentioned this before, I don't know if I've kept it in my reaction or not, but once I get to season 5, I will be watching the episode in the production order, not in the order in which they aired. So that might be a little confusing for some of you, but you will find that out. Just like the 2003 series, who also suffered some production issues with like at least one episode not getting finished. That being, I think it was Nightmares Recycled. And it was still counted towards the number of episodes of the show, but it was never produced. It was just storyboarded, I guess. So yeah, we'll see whether season 5 is gonna be fan popular, but not as popular with me personally, because that was the case for the 5th season of the 2003 series. But going back to these 2 episodes, while I definitely didn't feel as strong emotions as I did for Tokka versus the World, aka the previous episode. I still liked it. I still like the backstory that it gave for Tiger Claw. Like, when he was introduced, I think it was in season 2, right, when I started doing the new cool thumbnails for my Nostalgia Trip episodes. A lot of you seem to be hyped about his introduction and me getting to the point of his introduction, but to be honest, he never really seemed that interesting to me. Sure, he was a bit of a badass, but there wasn't much substance to his character, and he was just like more entertaining than Sever and Bradford, but that was just it at the end of the day. And I liked his fighting style and design. There was that side of things that was really cool, but other than that, I didn't really care about him as much as you guys seem to. But after this backstory review, I definitely like him a little bit more. Still nowhere near my favorite character or anything, but I definitely like him a little bit more now. And I do like the backstory. Like I said, I think that would have been actually a really cool episode to watch. Seeing his actual backstory as in episode's events. Like, that's so cool. That's the kind of filler episodes that I would love to see. But it's not what we saw. We just got that exposition to us, which is still interesting enough, I guess. But I definitely would have preferred Tale of Tiger Claw to be about the backstory of how Tiger Claw mutated, and maybe set up a future episode in which he faces off against Alopex. But I don't know, that's just me. I try not to judge story choices in TV shows or stories in general. I try not to judge that because I don't want my story choices in the stories that I write to necessarily be judged. The quality of it, sure, but not the choice itself per se. Unless it's like a really, really confusing and egregious one, then yeah, in that case, it's fair game to judge it, but for the most part, I try to stay away from that and just judge it on what it is, not what it could be. Although I would still talk about that. So yeah, Tokka versus the World, definitely like that episode. Definitely one of my favorites. For this one though, it's good, but it's not really anything I would write home about, you know. So in terms of a rating for this one, I think I'm gonna still give it a pretty solid 8.9 out of 10, because I also liked the bad luck curse with the weapons, but I feel like they didn't really do it justice that much. I feel like they could have done more and made it more interesting, but they barely kind of used it as a concept. Like, the coolest death that Casey could have suffered is probably from like the first one that we were showing with the AC unit falling onto him. I feel like that concept was done better in Power Rangers Operation Overdrive, and it's actually one of my favorite episodes as well. I really like that one. But yeah, overall still a pretty good episode, but I feel like there was too many concepts kind of happening at once, and I can definitely see a way they could have gone where we could have ended with a better episode, so it's hard to kind of not focus on those things instead of what we got. Because like I said, I try not to judge story choices, but I kind of have to in this case, I guess. But yeah, still overall two pretty good episodes. But now we're gonna be getting into the finale. So I think that's pretty much it for this episode of the Nostalgia Trip. And as usual, before we end this video, I do want to ask you to share your thoughts about these two episodes in the comments down below and have a discussion about it with me. Because I love interacting with you guys about the show, though I don't really have much to say to everybody. I don't always have something to reply to your comments. And I guess also before I end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 3 patrons on Patreon: Omar Bridgman, Deadpool, and Shenches. Thank you guys for the support. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me that you have decided to support me, you have continued to support me for such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And now, before we end this video, I just want to talk about something to you guys very quickly, which some of you may or may have not noticed before or know about me, that being the fact that I am trans.
And yes, this may come as shocking to some of you because I don't really flaunt it that much on my channel, or at least I feel like I don't. Outside of like my K-pop reactions, which is where I feel like the most comfortable being myself like this. And yeah, I am in fact trans. I'm not necessarily full-on male to female, but I heavily want to transition to being pretty female. I do consider myself more non-binary though, or maybe gender fluid would be the best descriptor as well, because I do have occasional moments where I feel fine being like just a normal guy, but most of the time, like right now, I do feel very dysphoric. And that's why I'm asking you guys for any help that you can give me, because my situation right now, I don't really see any way outside of you guys' help. Because, and this is gonna be kept short and concise, I live with my parents. They're never going to accept me as a trans person. They just never will. And as a matter of fact, back when I started the YouTube channel, I was actually kind of slightly starting my transition back then, with like starting to grow out my hair. I even got to DIY HRT, but because my parents started noticing certain things, like my behavior had changed a lot and my clothes had changed a lot, I kind of had to stop doing that because they were constantly nagging me about cutting my hair and just started to kind of be threatening in a certain way, and felt like they were ashamed of me and everything. And that just kind of stress just tired me out to the point where I just gave up. But as dysphoria goes, it just doesn't go away, you know. I still feel like this, and in fact it's somewhat been intensifying again recently, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. And again, I would really appreciate any amount of support you can give me in regards to this, because I just don't see any way out of this. Because even if I moved out of my parents' house and got myself a job and everything, that's just not gonna work for long-term planning, because once I transition, it's like I probably will not be able to get myself a job, because my country is very transphobic. Nobody gives a shit about LGBT people at all. So there's not even much I can do even in terms of transitioning here. So yeah, I don't know. I just would appreciate any amount of support you can give me, be it monetarily or in any way otherwise. And this is not about boosting my channel or anything, or guilt tripping you with my sob story. I just wanted to get this off my chest and make my subscribers aware of the situation that I am in, and that I would appreciate anything that you guys can help me out with. It would mean literally everything. Like, for example, a friend that I made after starting this YouTube channel, my good friend Yuri, has been helping me out a lot. And I genuinely might have not been here if it wasn't for him showing up and befriending me. So yeah, this just went a little bit longer than I intended, but I would just really appreciate anything you can support me with. That's kind of ultimately what I'm trying to say.
And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the links in the description to my Twitter if you don't follow me over there, and to my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you haven't enjoyed my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account, where I can pledge your support and help keep the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with someone who you think might enjoy. And I think this is pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!